So I'm going live from Ayala here in Cebu. I just spontaneously did this, so I'm just having a coffee here, so I'll wait for some people to join. I can't do it on this view, the portrait view, because I'm on my cell phone. I tried it long ways, it's not working, so I'm stuck with this portrait view. But anyway, I'll just keep talking because I will put this up on my YouTube channel as well, so I don't want that blank space. So good morning to you all from Cebu. This is Ayala Cebu. Out of the two Ayala centers here in Cebu, for me anyway, this is my favorite one. I like it better than the other one, even though the other one at IT Park is newer. This one's more spacious, and I like this terraces area. I'm actually just having a coffee here at Seattle's Best, give it a plug. Coffee here is, coffee in the Philippines in general isn't the greatest. I don't like the milk here, it's that long life stuff, so it doesn't taste quite as good. So I've now go to just Americano coffees, pure black. But anyway, this is Ayala. It's morning still, so it's not buzzing as yet. If you want to get things done in Cebu, come early in the morning, especially if you want to go to the supermarket. You won't have all the queues. It's better to do everything early in the morning before everyone comes into the mall. But let me just pan around and show you. This is the terraces area. You can see I'm at, this is Seattle's Best. There's a Starbucks right across there, and then there's the terraces. I'll just walk over for a bit. If you have any questions on Cebu, let me know, or hotels and resorts here. But let me just go across here. I don't know if the Wi-Fi is going to disconnect. But this is a nice area, or nice shopping mall, because this terraces area. You can see that behind me. There's lots of restaurants and cafes here. It's a great place to hang out, and it's not so hot as yet, so you can sit outside. But you can go inside. All the restaurants and cafes do have aircon areas. So hello from Australia. Wise choice. Thank you for watching. So just having a coffee here. Hello, YC. I can't see with my sun on. Oops. I have to do this portrait view, as I said before, because I'm on my cell phone and it's not staying up. There you go. But as I was saying, I like this Ayala better than the other one at IT Park, because that one feels more like Hong Kong, where it's not as much space, so you go up rather than spread out. So I like this one. You've got the terraces area. Lots of choice of restaurants here inside the malls, all the shops and everything. And at the moment it's like, I think 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's not that busy yet, still a bit quiet. Not that many people walking down. You can see TGI Fridays there. I can be anybody's friend. Say hello. But if you have any questions on tourism here in Cebu, I've just come back from Bohol, so any questions on Bohol, I'll be happy to answer those. As far as the tourists, not expats questions, but tourist questions. And I just want to also, I did a celebration of, I've got 25k subscribers now, so that's all good. I'll try and get some people to say hello passing by. Let's see, there's not that many people around us yet. Whereabouts in Australia are you from? And where are you from, YC? As far as coffee here in Cebu, I don't know the best coffee place. You know, as I said, the coffee here is not the greatest in this milk, like lattes and cappuccinos. Anything with milk doesn't taste that good. Good choice around, that's walking distance. And just across the road over there is Quest. There's the Park Lane, Cebu Park Lane I think it's called. That's not bad, they've renovated some of their rooms so it's up, just disconnected. So Quest is good, Park Lane now, the new modern room. It's because all the rooms are brand new, so it's nice to stay in there. There's, if you want something more affordable, there's a Hop Inn, which is next door to the Holiday Inn. That's a, I think, 2-star hotel. So if you want to save a bit of money, that's another option. They're right next door to each other. And if you need, I have done a log on both those hotels, so you can check my channel after this, and you can have a look at my review of those places. But Quest is another good option. That's right across the road just there. Just trying to think of other, but there's a whole lot of other hotels nearby as well. The Elizabeth Hotel, it's a bit old, it's okay. There's the Red Planet, which is another more budget friendly hotel if you want to try that. And they're actually building a new hotel just on the corner here. Or I've also forgot the Cedar Hotel. The Cedar Hotel's another one. It used to be the Marriott Hotel, and Cedar took over. So that's a nice, uppish market hotel, and it's right. That's probably the closest hotel here. You can walk right into the shopping mall. So check out the Cedar. There's 2 Cedars here. This is the older one. There's another Cedar at the Ayala IT Park as well. And actually, again, check my channel. I reviewed both those Cedar hotels. You can check them out and go into more details of the pros and cons of all those hotels. I think it's a Sofitel, so they're building, I think it's called the Sofitel. It's going to be an upmarket hotel. It's just on the corner. But I've just stayed at the New Star Hotel, which is really good. Again, I've done a review of that just in my channel just a few days ago. So if you're looking for a really, really good hotel, it's still pretty good. There's some great restaurants there. It is upmarket, so if that's your type of travel, then that's a really, really good option here in Cebu. It's a little bit out of the area, so the Philly Hotel's the first one they got open. They got 3 hotels there, so the Philly's the 5-star hotel, but the New Star Hotel will be coming online soon, and that's going to be the 6-star hotel, I think, and that'll be the first 6-star hotel in Cebu. And there you can see it's quite empty here at the moment. So, have you guys been to Ayala before, or Cebu? SM is the other major shopping mall here. There's the one called SM City, which is the older one, and they've got the SM Seaside, which is the new one, the biggest shopping mall here in Cebu. That one again is near the New Star, and the only problem is it's a little bit out of the major area, but it's easy enough to get a taxi, or there are buses that go there as well. But anyway, I want to thank you also for the 25k followers. It's a big achievement for me, and I appreciate all the people following me. So let's talk about this shopping mall. So this terraces area they got here, it's multi-level outdoor terrace setting. You can eat at many of the restaurants. It's a great place to hang out. So there's local, there's Italian, there's Vietnamese food here, TGI Friday, there's some Japanese, there's some Chinese. So there's plenty of places, and there's cafes here, there's the Starbucks, there's this one, Seattle's Best. For me, I can't tell the difference between Seattle's Best and Starbucks. It tastes the same. How's AUD to peso? Well, when I last looked at it, which I haven't looked at quite a while, it was about $1.35. But I'd have to look online because, you know. And are you just going to go to Cebu? What place go to? It keeps disconnecting. So right now is like considered the rainy season, so the weather is more humid. When it rains, it normally doesn't rain the whole day. It's like maybe an hour or so, and it can actually bucket down at times. But in general, most of the day is dry, unless there's a low pressure going through or a typhoon or something where it might rain the whole day. It generally doesn't rain a whole lot here, but when it does, it can bucket down. There was a massive thunderstorm the other day. I could hardly see out the window of the room I was staying at, and the lightning bolts and everything. Actually, I filmed one of the lightning bolts out the window at the New Star. Very loud. But I think for travel-wise, the worst month in Cebu for weather generally is October. That's when you get the really bad thunderstorms and lots of rain. So I think October here is the worst time. I don't like that month at all. And then November it starts to slowly get better from there on. Cebu first and see how we go. Okay, so how long are you planning to stay here for? Are you going to go to the island? Obviously, you'll probably go to the nearby islands. If you want a recommendation, my favourite is Bentane Island in the north. That's an awesome place. Or it's quite easy to get across to Bohol. It's only a couple of hours by ferry, and that's another awesome place around here. Lots to do there. I've spent like 4 months there. It's just awesome. So I guess you're looking for an area to stay, so near Ayala. Oh, okay. That's plenty of time. And what time of year are you planning to come? Hey mate, how you going? Thanks for all your comments on my video. Thanks Antonio, nice to see you. I don't normally do lives. I've just been doing them recently and they're just spontaneous. They're just doing something. So here I am at Ayala checking out the terraces area. I'm having a coffee here at Seattle's Best on November. Yeah, November, December is not too bad. It's cooler type. Well, December is particularly cooler, not so hot. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just having a coffee here at Ayala, just checking out the place in the morning. And I just wanted to thank the 25,000 subscribers I got. So thank you everybody again for doing that. But if you have any questions on Cebu or Bohol, travel questions that is, I don't consider myself an expert even though I've been here a long time. I still consider myself a tourist. But yeah, thanks for also watching my New Star video. That was an awesome place. Highly recommended, as you can tell from my video. Thanks Antonio, I appreciate it. Yeah, I put a lot of hard work in the videos. I try and make it informative, and I try and show the pros and cons of a place, because nothing's ever perfect, right? So I don't want to tell lies, just tell it how it is, and then I let you know, my audience decide whether that place is for them or not. So I definitely will point out the really good stuff of the place, or what I like particularly. But as you can see behind me, it's quiet here, but if I turn around, there's some, that's the gelati shop there. It's early morning, so not a lot of people around. By afternoon, this place will be buzzing because it's Saturday. You see some people walking around. I just show you. That's one of the entrances to the mall in there. I don't know if you can see inside. Not a great amount of people there. Let's put this down. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, nice Ayala. Yeah, I like this Ayala better than the I like this Ayala better than the other. I actually like this better than SM as well. I just like this terraces here. It's a nice place to hang out. Always on a journey. Thank you for that. Thanks for watching that. Yeah, I put a lot of effort in. I was there for like, you know, I was planning to go there for 3 weeks. Ended up there for 3 months. I loved it so much. Awesome place. Low key, beautiful beaches, beautiful people. Just a really fun place here in Cebu. It's my favourite island in Cebu, Bantayan. Yeah, it's a good walk around Ayala, and you know, I really like this terraces area. I think that was a good addition to this shopping mall. I remember when I came here first, I think it was just grass. You just walk through to the Marriott back in the day, and I remember the Starbucks was on a separate building, and now when they built these terraces, it all joined up, and really good project to this. And you know, there's not much parks here in Cebu, so you get a bit of greenery here. Like, I think there's Family Park, but it's not right in the center of the city. But you know, to get some greenery and stuff, it's hard to find in the city. So they just build high rises there now, like with IT Park. There's only a little bit of lawn, vacant lots now, so that was changing as well. So I wish they had a few parks around Cebu. Just, you know, you could walk around. Card or cash. I usually take card, but there's places that don't accept card, especially in the province area, so you've got to take cash or get the Gcash when you're here. I did try and join Gcash, and then they said I needed to show like my passport and all that, so I didn't get around to that. But there's a lot of places that accept Gcash, so that's probably an option to do it. I think that's like they're going overseas with that Gcash now, so you can do it in Australia. So just top up your account and you just tap and just pay for things. And a lot of the places here use the Gcash, especially like coffee shops and all that, so it's very convenient to do that. But yeah, I just draw it out. Security guard. You know, in the early days I used to take my SLR and try and film around here. They don't like filming in the shopping malls. I think because some people are with people that they shouldn't be doing bad things. Yeah, no worries. But cash is still king here, like particularly in the province. So always on a journey. When are you planning to go to Bantayan Island? And also just a hint, if you're drawing money from an ATM machine, it's best to go to one that's part of a bank, not like in the mall or something, because you can draw out more money. Like some of them got like 20,000 K withdrawal, because they charge you 250 fee to withdraw from here, and then the bank back home will charge you probably fees as well. So draw it as much as you can, and then you only pay the fee once. But most of the ATMs, like in the shopping mall, is a 10k limit. But if you go to one where the ATM's in the bank, normally you can like do 20 or maybe even more. So that's a better option. Saves you like drawing 2 fees when you do 10,000 by 2 times. You draw out 20,000 once. So that's another hint. And a lot of the banks will do that in the city. I'm not so sure in the province. So, but the city ones, if you go to the actual bank branch and the ATMs there, that's where you can draw out more money. Yeah, that's if you're just using the money from ATM. And also make sure your credit or your card is like a limit of how much you can draw out. Like I had to change mine, like depending on how much limit you've got in Australia, or for me in Australia, it'll limit how much you can draw at the ATM at one time as well. There's so many fees. They charge $250, and then like I think my bank in Australia nearly charges $10 for if I use the ATM machine, like international transactions, some shit. They get you for everything. Hey Sam, how you going? Yeah, I'm here down in Ayala Cebu Terraces area, and it'll be good afternoon to you there, Sam, wouldn't it? When are you getting to Manila? Actually, there's a few people coming from this direction now. This way, there's nobody. So at the moment I'm staying at the Citizens Hotel, which is like a condo, I guess. It's a nice place actually, but a bit pricey. Oh, it's getting noisy in here. So if you come to Cebu, this is one of the better places to hang out, particularly during the day. In the afternoon, there's a lot of people come here, and then Saturday it's going to get busy here. And they got Seattle's best. For me, it just tastes like Starbucks. I can't tell the difference. Thanks, Mum. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try and do the vlogs, like what I look for. Sometimes I go on too much. That's why I've been doing shorts. So it gives you a different option. You can just watch 10 seconds of mindless video. But at the moment I'm working on Bohol, so I've been in Bohol for 4 months, so I've got heaps of video that I've got to put together and edit, and it's so boring when I do it, so I got to get out, go for a walk. But I promise you it's going to be good. It's going to be probably the most informative video that you've seen on Bohol. There's so much I did in that 4 months. I was actually exhausted. I was like, I need a holiday after going to Bohol, which sounds pretty ironic. But I love Bohol. I found that like there's more sandbars in Virgin Island. There's other beautiful sandbars. There's like over a dozen waterfalls there, so there's heaps of waterfalls. We've got some people coming along. And how's Queensland going? If I can find someone, I'll try and get someone to say hello on camera who's walking past, but it's not very busy at the moment. As you see, these shopping malls don't really get going until the afternoon. Yeah, there's lots of Airbnbs. I haven't really stayed in a lot. I've only stayed in a couple because it's only one room that you can book. But um, there was one I stayed at IT Park, but I don't have a lot of information on them because there's just one person renting out, so subject to someone not staying in there. But there's lots of condominiums, all brand new around Ayala, so I don't think you should have much of a problem. I think monthly prices you'll be looking about 30 to 40,000 for a one bedroom, a nice one in a nice modern place. Thanks, Mama. Yeah, I tell it how it is, even though and get some hate for it. Just tell it how it is. I'd rather be honest and tell people the truth and tell lies to get more views. I just tell it like it is. And I don't like to say bad things as well, like really bad things about places. So I understand that's people's business as well. So I don't want to totally trash a place, because I weigh up the good things about the place as well. But Antonio, there's a lot of hotels around here as well. I tend to stay in hotels. I like to be pampered. But I did stay at one in IT Park, which is not too bad. I never got around to doing the vlog on it though. I filmed it and I ran out of time and just didn't get to it. So I've been thinking of doing, like, when I came here before the pandemic, I wanted to do, because I did a video like years ago, like where to stay around Ayala, and it's probably like 6 or 7 years old, so it's a bit dated. So I wanted to do an update when I came here before the pandemic and just try out the hotels and do the Airbnbs, because there's a lot of condos that are recently built up that weren't just there when I did the original video, and I wanted to just show some Airbnbs, where to stay and all that. But with Airbnbs, they're just one room normally, so there may be 20 people renting Airbnbs in that condo, and each one's going to be obviously subject to how the owner takes care of it and all that. So it's really just one room only that it is, if that makes sense. Well, a hotel's easier, it's standardized. The whole hotel is basically the same. Sam, I'm at the old Ayala, the one with the terraces. This is my favourite one, because even though the other one at IT Park is newer, it feels to me there's less space. It feels to me like it's like Hong Kong, where you go up the elevators or escalators up to all the different shops, rather than this one's like spread out. You got more room, you got the terraces. It's just nice. So even though it's a lot older, I like it here. It's got more of a vibe than the one at the IT Park. A bit sweat here, it's getting hot. Yeah, Tumbley's nice. That's a really modern resort in Mactan Island. The Ma'ale, the one in Mandawi, that's more of a hotel rather than a resort. It's got nice rooms. It's a bit like, location wise, I don't like the location. It's on a busy road, but there's nothing really a lot around the Ma'ale Hotel. But they also have branches in the province. There's one up in San Remigio, and there's one in, I think, in the south in Argyle. Oh, sorry, in the north in Argyle, I think. But Tumbley, I did a vlog on that place a while ago. I think that was during the pandemic I went there. I have been there since, and I've got some vouchers to stay there again. There was some travel show and they had some cheap vouchers, so I'm going to stay there maybe later on the year, because I've got 2 nights to stay there. Yeah, it's a good place, Sam. It's definitely the nicer. I like it better than SM, even though the SM like seaside's huge and it's big and it's all modern. It's got the ice skating rink. I just like this one. The location's easy to get to as well. The seaside's a little bit out. You need to get some transport there, but you know, sometimes there's a lot of hotels around here, so you can stay here and walk here. The only one, the SM doesn't really have any. The seaside anyway doesn't have hotels around that you can walk to. The New Star's fairly close, but they said when I was staying there that you're not allowed to walk, well, not allowed, but you shouldn't walk because it's a busy road, a bit dangerous to cross there. Mike, how you going, Mike? Checking this. Hey, it's South Texas. Late September. Okay, yeah. That's the rainy season, so you can get a bit of rain there. Are you planning to go to many of the islands here, or where are you planning to go? If you're staying around IT Park, there's plenty of options of hotels as well as Airbnbs there. Well, from Cebu, you have to go via ferry, so that's the only other way to get there. If you're coming from other ports around the Philippines, probably flying Manila, the airport's actually in Panglao, so it's right where the resorts are. So it's like when you get there, it's only going to get you 10 minutes. You're going to be at the resort, so very convenient. It's a bit like Mactan. It's right in the heart of the tourist area and easy to get to the resorts if you're staying on Panglao Island. And Panglao Island's the area where the tourists go. That's where Lona Beach is, Dumalon Beach is, all the resorts are there. So that's the place to stay. You don't go to Tagbilaran, the big, I wouldn't say it's a big city, it's the city there. It's there's no airport there, it's in Panglao. But by ferry from Cebu, you catch a ferry, it's 2 hours. It's a fast craft, they go every 2 or 3 hours. Ocean Jet is the biggest one, and Supercat's got a couple a day. They used to have a lot more before the pandemic, and then after the pandemic they've only got two trips, I think, per day. But it's easy to get to. Thanks, Mama. Hey, Big Johnson. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm here in Cebu at Ayala. You can see the terraces behind me. I'm just at Seattle's Best here, having a coffee. Yes, I have been to Little One. It's there's actually two little ones. It's about slightly different. One's got a hyphen in it. So there's one in the north, which is the one where the lighthouse is, and there's one in the south, very far south, near where you catch the ferry going to Dumaguete. So you can catch a little boat that goes across there, and that's in Little One as well, which is hyphenated, but I don't think that's as common. But the other Little One is in the north. It's industrial, well, not industrial, it's metro still, kind of very busy there. It's like if you're catching the bus to, say, Bentane Island or Malapascua, that's kind of the last area where the traffic is really bad. Then when you get past the other one, it starts to peter out the traffic. Hi, Ahana. So nice to see you again. Thank you for your comments before in the video. Yes, I remember you. I messaged you yesterday, so I'm gonna have to come and check your place out. I've never been to Cagandoro. It has been always in the back of my mind to a place to go to, especially when I've been in Bohol. You know, go across from Hagna across to Camiguin, and then Cagandoro. I want to see the pineapples and the whitewater rafting there. I heard so many good things, but just time, you know, it is on my list to do. When you mean the original Starbucks in Cebu or in Cagandoro? What were the best beach resort? Wow, that's actually I'm gonna go tell you yet, because I'm gonna do a video on. I'm gonna do the video on the top 10 resorts in Bohol. So I'll show you that later. Which resort I think is the best. But there's lots of good resorts there, and when I'm I filmed it, or I've got to edit. I'm doing the things to do in Bohol first, and then I'll do the top 10 places to stay. And you know, I'm still thinking. I've got my first pick, but you know, the rest of the top 10, I'm deciding where I'm gonna place them in the top 10 because there's a lot of good places there. Really nice. Overall, I think Bohol, the price is, it's a bit expensive, like kind of like pushing towards expensive like Boracay. Not that level yet, but it's quite pricey for the Philippines. Lots of tourists go there, so they exploit the tourists that go there. So pricey, the hotels. There you go. That's good. So it will be a beachfront resort. So I'm not sure the beaches in Cagandoro, but you'll have to keep me informed because definitely some place I want to check out. And I like the name. I like that name. Okay, I'm not so familiar with Palawan, but you know, I've seen the photos. Beautiful, looks amazing. One day I'll get there. But Cebu, I'm mostly familiar with Cebu and Bohol and Boracay and Siquijor. I was there just before the pandemic. I was there for a month or so. I've been there a few times. It's amazing. The surprise was when I went there, this was in early 2020, just before this pandemic crap happened, and it was so different. Like I went there like maybe 2013 or 2012, something like that, and there were not that many tourists. And then going back in February, I think February 2020, so many tourists there. Like I remember like back 10 years ago, I rode around the island on a scooter, and you know I saw like just a couple of foreigners. But when I went in 2020, like I was seeing tourists every few minutes. Like I was riding, so it just changed so much. Like really picked up the tourism there, and it's good for the local economy there. It's just great. But so much more people there, and crowded. Well, not crowded, but from what I last saw, it was, I consider it crowded. That's a beautiful place still. Yeah, Cebu is awesome. The only thing over the years, because I've been coming here like for 20 plus years, the traffic here is getting worse. Like they haven't really fixed the problem. They haven't even got anything near like what it was. Like it's like, what I'm trying to say is like coming from the airport, it's like double the time now, and it's just from what I remember 20 years ago, and they haven't really fixed the roads. So the city is building up. They're getting lots of condos and call centers and all that, but the roads haven't changed. They've built the Silex, which, you know, really it's not alleviating the traffic that much. If you go on the Silex, there's never any traffic on there, so not many people are using it. So maybe in the future it'll get better, because I understand they're going to build like a off-ramp to the airport, so you may be able to connect to the airport better in the future. So maybe in the future, but at the moment it's not really alleviating much traffic at all. Well, that's good. You know, that some of the beaches here, you know, definitely need looking after. I noticed like pollution, like trash, like especially the poor people, they just don't care and they just throw it in the ocean. And like the middle class and upper, like they're more aware of that issue, but like fishermen, they just don't give a shit. They just throw trash on the beach, and it's sad to see. And it's, you know, we need to look after this place. It's a beautiful country, and we need to keep those beaches clean. And I think just maybe educating people, making them aware, like the consequences of, you know, just throwing trash and all that. But also, like, there's not many places to throw your trash either. There's like, as far as bins and all that. And people leave rubbish. They go onto the beach and just leave it and go home. So I think people need to be made more aware of things like that. That's going to affect the future of this place. But from what I've seen, like the tourist at Bohol there's definitely improvement there. So it's heading in the right direction in some places. So there's good things to see, but there's a lot more work to be done in that area, and especially educating some people not to do that. It's horrible. That's it, yeah, clean daily. Favorite areas of Bohol. Well, I like the beaches. I like Dumalun Beach on Panglao. when the weather's good, like you go in the summer months, you'll see when I finally do the vlog, amazing, the waters look like a postcard. Obviously during the windy days and when the weather's not so good, it doesn't quite look as good. But then going the mainland Bohol, my God, Alicia, Upper Alicia, the scenery there, the mountain range, like that is amazing. Like I like that more than the Chocolate Hills. It's just so beautiful. Like, and the ride, like I took a ride up through from Hugna. I rode up to Pillar, I think. There's a dam. Again, I'll show this all on the vlog. But going up that mountain, it's just beautiful scenery looking back. And then there's a strawberry farm there. It's just so nice. It's not mostly on the tourist track, so it's a bit off the beaten track, but it shouldn't be because it's fucking amazing, like beautiful scenery. And all along the southern coast of Bohol, like they got whale sharks as well. You don't have to go to Oslo in Cebu. You can go to Lilla in Bohol, and they've got the whale sharks. It's the same type of thing. You go through lots of tourists there, but along the mountain range there, not the Chocolate Hills again, it's just beautiful. You go up the top there, you've got a 360 degrees view of the mountain range, and then you've got the coast. Just beautiful. But again, I'll show that in the video when I get to it. I'm plugging my video too much, huh? So they were good, and the waterfalls, there's some amazing waterfalls, and ones off the beaten track as well that are really nice and well worth visiting if you're there. So like some of these, you know, it takes a while to get to, like if you get a scooter and ride around, it takes quite like the whole day, so it depends on how much time you got as well. But anyway, I'll put it in the video and you can make up your own decision whether you've got enough time. But for me, I was there for 4 months and you know, I was out all the time discovering new places. It's just beautiful. The sandbars in the north of Bohol, also beautiful. So I got many places to have. Amarita. I've only done like a short video at the moment. I'm gonna make a longer video, but that will be in my top 10 hotels. I got a place where it's gonna go. I actually stayed there during the typhoon. I was staying there when Typhoon Odette hit, so I actually did video of all the damage of the typhoon that hit Amarita. It was crazy. Their swimming pool was a beautiful blue swimming pool. Next morning it was green, trees in it. It's like a swamp. But you can check out my videos that I did on Odette when Odette hit like a year and a half ago. You'll see what it looked like. Totally crazy, like crazy. But the staff there, like when that typhoon hit, they were really great. Like because the next morning they were cleaning up, and you know they're looking after the guests, but they also worry about the staff were worried about their families because they have family in devastated areas. So it was really stressful for them, you know, looking after us, which they took priority for us. But they also had their families, you know, in the back of their mind, are they okay? Because you know, communications was crap. They just lost communication to some areas, and some of them had family back in the more devastated areas. So it was really good that their staff, they made us, you know, get by. Like they really looked after us even after this disaster. So you know, I will never forget that, the way they handled the guests that were staying during that time after all that stress they're going through. Yes, the Viking restaurant is good. I love that one. It's a great selection of food there. Outside of the hotel buffets, that's one of the best. I like that better than 101. I think 101 in Mandawi. Viking was better. Yeah, thanks, I remember. Yeah, I will do a long video of Amarita coming up. I've been there quite a few times, so you know, checked out all the different room types there. So I'll go through from the deluxe up to their pool villa. Oh my God, the pool villa is amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't have beautiful weather when I stayed at the pool villa. I was hoping, you know, to get a nice shot. Because I flew the drone there, they gave me permission to fly the drone. I had to speak to the manager, so I flew the drone out of the villa up in the sky to see the ocean and all that. And I had to get special permission, make sure that there was no one staying either side of me, so I didn't film, you know, anyone swimming naked or something, or swimming with a mistress that their wife will see. But it's a really good resort. Anne-Marie is really good. But there's lots of great places. Like if I do the top 10, there's going to be some videos or some resorts that I'm going to have to put as highly recommended, because I think easy that, like, I don't want to do top 20, but easy like 15 or so fantastic resorts there that I highly recommend. I wish I got out to the mainland of Bohol, because I stayed also by the Lombok River. There's a couple of places you can stay the Lombok River, and they're nice as well. I'm going to show them as well. And with Bohol now, or Panglao, most of the beach areas have been obviously built now, so people that tend to build in resorts and new ones in the central area of Panglao. But there's some nice little boutique resorts in Panglao, some really nice ones, and I'll show them in the coming videos. And there's some nice Airbnbs as well. Like, whew, there was some villa I stayed at, amazing, had an Xbox and a projector, and it was awesome. And all the toilet had all these electronics you didn't have to touch. It did it automatically. The toilet opened up when you stood next door to it. Really cool. Hi, let me show you. I've got my camera here. I've had to change some of my cameras, but I'm going to show you. So when I'm vlogging, this is my main camera. You can see this is it's a Sony. It's a A6600. It's like 4 years old, so it's actually starting to not work. Like, this screen doesn't work anymore. I've had it repaired, and they fixed it, and now it's not working again. And when I turn it on, like when it's cool temperature, it doesn't turn on. I've got to take the battery out. So it's starting to fall apart. So it's getting old like me, starting to fall apart. But I use a 10 to 20 mils lens on there, so it does a very wide image, especially when I'm filming the rooms and all that. It's stabilization in the camera, but none on the lens, so not the best. There's also another. I'm actually looking out for a new camera. There's a Sony apparently going to release A6700, which is coming out in the next week, or they're going to release it in the next week, and I'm looking out to see what that's going to offer, because I definitely need to replace this camera, because it's getting too old and falling apart. But I also use this thing. Damn, I don't have it. It's a Pocket 2, DJI Pocket 2, which is, so it's a little pocket thing which you can carry around. It's got like a gimbal on it, and it's really good stabilization, so I can walk around and it doesn't shake a lot. So that's another thing I learned. Oh, girls, can I get you to say hello? Just say hello. I'm doing a live.
Yeah, sure.
Hello from Cebu.
Hello from Philippines.
From Cebu. There you go. Some locals. I thought I'd get some locals. Thanks a lot. So I thought I'd get some. Yeah, A6700. It's I believe you have to go to sonyrumors.com, and they have some information on it. And it looks like it's going to be a good camera. ACE, APCS or whatever they're called. Not a full frame, but something small like this. We'll see. It comes, I think next week will be coming out. Henan Tawala, I think it's called Henan Tawala, something like that. That one is not as good as Alona, the Henan Alona, but it's still good. Like Henan's are overall all good. You know what you're going to get when you stay there. It's just not on the beachfront. It's back a bit. So, I mean, it's I would say it's a nice place, but not quite as good as Alona Beach. You can walk through there. You can't use the facilities in Alona Beach. There's a pool in the middle of Tawala, but you can't use the pools of Alona Beach. And I don't know if you saw my other video, but they're still building Henan Tropical, which is next door to Alona, Henan Alona, and it's also beachfront in the corner between Amarita and Henan. God, I can't think. It's in between Amarita and Henan Alona Beach. So in between there in the corner there, they're going to build that. I don't know when it's open. It probably looks like it's getting there. Maybe next year it'll open. They were saying it was going to be a bit more upmarket. So we'll see. But it's in a prime location right on the beach. It does feel a little bit squashed in that corner though. What camera are you shooting with now, Sam, then? I'm a bit of a Sony fanboy. Plus I got the lenses. If I change camera, you know, I want to keep Sony lens, so that's why I keep the Sony. I can see there's a bit more people coming around now. I haven't got my watch. I guess it must be 12ish. People coming to have their lunch here on Saturday. It is quite humid though today. I think it's sweating under my nose. But the one to look out for in Panglao is, I think it's called Panglao Shores. I don't know if you can Google that. It's next to South Palm. It's going to be a huge project, and it looks awesome, like what it's going to become. You can still get down from Amarita down to the beach even in high tide. It's just less room obviously, but you can still get there and you won't be walking in the water straight away. But yeah, you have to walk down the stairs. Actually, Amarita doesn't like the Henan Tropical. They're a bit annoyed with them taking up that little area. It used to be owned by the mayor. I think from what they're telling me, the mayor is renting out that space because he used to have a resort there called Tropical, I think. Alona Tropical, I think it was called. And he's renting out that land to the Henan group, making passive income, making millions. But another one, I don't know if I talked about this in another video, the Modala, they're building villas on the northern tip of their resort, which I think will be pretty awesome, those villas there, upmarket, if you're into that. I think the name was the Maldives of Panglao or something like that. So that's another one to look out for. And J Park was built in a resort. They didn't finish it then. The Ayala group bought it over, I think, and they're turning to some type of suites. So there's a lot of hotels and resorts coming online there in Bohol. And how's everyone doing for this weekend? It's okay for the questions, as long as it's about the resorts and hotels. It's something I know about. I don't know much about anything else. But you know, Bohol is easy to get to from Cebu. So if you're coming to Cebu, it's an easy side trip to do. And Sam, just to let you know, I couldn't do the long view with the camera. It wasn't working with my phone, so I had to do this portrait, so I'm stuck with that. Hagnea Resort, yes, I stayed there more than 10 years ago. It was okay, so. It doesn't really have much of a beach. It has a nice big pool. It was okay. I think, you know, if you can't get over to Bentane Island or up there because of bad weather, it's probably one of the better options to stay in that part of that part of Cebu. If you can't get a ferry or something, if they're cancelled or something. Well, it's not terrible, but it's okay. Well, I actually did a video on that, Wise. I stayed at all the henens in Boracay and I rated them from worst to best. So I'll plug my video again. So you check out my channel. It's called Which Henan is the Best in Boracay, something like that. So I checked them all out, and in my opinion anyway, you know, not everyone agrees with my opinion, but I ranked them from worst to best. But having said that, I think they're all good, so they're not like anything horrible about it. So even if you pick the worst one that I think was the lowest, I still think it's a good place to stay. It's just the other ones are better. So you can check out that video. Sorry not to give you an answer, plug my videos, but you know. So there's gonna be lots of henna. I'm surprised there's no hennas in Cebu yet. Like they're getting every 7-Eleven in Boracay. Like I can't believe there's 7 of them. But they tend to buy over old resorts and then rebrand them under their banner and, you know, renovate the rooms to their standard. But I also did a top 10 list in Boracay, so I stayed there for a few months as well, and I did my top 10 resorts in Boracay, and nice places but expensive. Boracay's so expensive. But that white beach, so beautiful. If you like the beach, that's an amazing beach. And I didn't even finish my video. I stayed at the Belmont. I never did a vlog on the Belmont because the Savoy there wasn't open when I stayed there. It was about to open like a month or two later. So I said, I'll go back one day and combine them, because they're kind of right next door to each other. So the Savoy and Belmont, and just like in Mactan, there's a Savoy and Belmont. They're right next door to each other. I guess that's the way they marketing must think that's a good idea. But I did a vlog on the Mactan, Savoy and Belmont as well. And they're generally nice hotels too. Those mega world projects, like the one in Boracay, the one in Cebu, they're huge. And they're mega projects in the Philippines. But the ones in Boracay, the Belmont and Savoy, they're on the other side of the island, so when I was there in March, April, the winds are blowing on that side, the monsoon winds coming that side, so it's a little bit rough. So I guess during the rainy season, the waters there are flat. It looks nicer if it's not raining. But up north, there's also, Sam talking about up north, I like this Maya Hotel in San Remigio. San Remigio is a nice area. Oh, there's some people giving out things. Hi. I'm doing a live. Can you say hello? Come here. Come. I'm doing a live. Come show me what you're selling. Come. No, come here. I'm doing a live. You can promote your business. Come here. What are you selling? Oh yeah, can I have a look? So if you want some pizza, tell me about this Greenwich. They're the best pizzas. Come on. Don't be shy. What are they? Come and tell me about it.
We have a promo, sir.
You have a promo for pizza?
Yes.
So if you're in Ayala, you have a promo. What are you selling?
The pizza, sir. Instead of 265, you will pay 199.
Come and say that to the camera. They're selling vouchers for pizza there. Thank you. They're shy. And they're never shy on TikTok. I see them dancing, TikToking, big crowds, and then when I try and get them on my camera to sell, they're all shy. Anyway, so we got some vouchers here. Who is it? Greenwich. So Greenwich, you have to give me a commission, but come down to ALA, get some discounts. There you go. I should get a cut of this promoing. So starting from $1.99 for a Hawaiian pizza. I don't really eat at Greenwich, so I don't know how good they are, but there you go. Advertising on my channel. Yeah, it's hard for them. I don't know why their boss would have liked it, showing the world the vouchers they have. Great weather in Queensland. Here it's mostly cloudy today. Beautiful weather. What's temperatures like 21 or something? You know, I miss a bit of cold weather actually. They say here when it's under 30 it's cold. Yeah, right. I have to say, I don't know if I said this before, but coffee here isn't the greatest. It's because I like the milky drinks like the latte or cappuccino or something. And the milk here is that long life filtered milk and it doesn't taste the same. And when they serve your coffee, it's like lava. It's like out of a volcano. It's so hot you have to wait like 5 minutes to cool down. They more like the iced coffee drinks here, and the sweet ones and the cream and all that. This black coffee is not that popular and they make it too hot. 21, yes. I love 21 degrees temperature. I miss that. But here the humidity is pretty high. Like it rains a little bit at night now. And I was saying before, there was a massive thunderstorm, which I managed to get video out the window at the New Star, and you see that bolt of lightning. Don't often capture that. But the visibility, like I only had 100 meters in front of me. It was just bucketing down one night. You know, you can safely say it's going to be between 31 and 33 here every day, even if it's raining. Yeah, it's a rainy season. But you know, Cebu doesn't... Everyone has this image the rainy season just rains all day and it's horrible weather. But you know, it's generally if there's not a typhoon or a low pressure going past, it can rain just like for an hour and and maybe not blue skies, but cloudy, but it's no more rain, so it's not that bad, the rainy season. It's just maybe the humidity is the worst part of it, and the mosquitoes. Watch out for those mosquitoes. My favourite months here are like March, April, maybe early May, depends on how the weather goes. When it's dry and hot, I like that weather. The humidity isn't so bad. And the waters look amazing. The waters become flat. They look like in a postcard. There's a few people coming now to the mall. They're walking past there. I don't know if you're familiar with Ayala, but there's the gelati place. Show you around. That's Seattle's best. Not a huge amount of people yet. They've got the terraces here and the escalators, and then the terrace area over here. I'm not sure how far I can go because I'm using the Seattle's best Wi-Fi, so I'm limited to the area I can walk because I'm sitting outside. Let's see if I can go out here. That's why I like it here. And that's the entrance, one of the entrances through there. Just people sitting down and relaxing, chatting. So yeah, Mama, thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday. Appreciate your watching. Oops. But this is Seattle's best. What am I having for lunch? I don't know yet. You know what I like? What I do like is Abaca sandwiches here. You can't get a really good sandwich in Cebu, like being a foreigner, you need sandwich sometimes. But Abaca make good sandwiches, Abaca baking shop. So if you want a sandwich, they're the ones to go for. There's one at Ayala inside the what's it called? The Metro store or something. Down the far end, there's a Abaca baking shop. There's also Abaca down at the other entrance over there, but they don't make or they do make sandwiches, but not made to order ones. They make their own preset sandwiches. But if you want one to be like a sandwich you get at Subway or something, it's bread. It's not the Subway roll thing, but it's actually a sandwich size thing. And you know, they've got ham and lettuce and tomato and all types of salad, so it's nice. And you can get not just that horrible cheap white bread, you can get the wholemeal bread as well. Talking about Vegemite, you know what I saw? When I was staying at the Radisson Blue, they had Vegemite or a Vegemite jar where the bread was, so I was surprised by that. So you can get Vegemite in a hotel. That was at their buffet breakfast. They had Vegemite. So there you go. I took a picture. I should just post the picture. It was a surprise. This is the first time I've seen Vegemite in a hotel here. So if you're not familiar with Vegemite and you're staying in Cebu, go to the Radisson breakfast and look out for that Vegemite jar. Try it out. See what us Aussies like to eat. Yeah, apparently the Radisson's got a new manager at the moment. She's not an Aussie. I think he's German or something. And maybe he's changed things up a little bit. Or maybe he's been to Australia and loved the Vegemite. But I have, like, in some of the supermarkets, I have seen Tim Tams. Like, if no one's familiar with that, they're Australian biscuits. I think they're made in Indonesia though, so they don't quite taste the same, but you know, it's something at least. Yeah, Vegemite. It's very polarizing. Either you hate it or you love it. So, when you're a kid, you grow up with it on Vegemite sandwich or toast in the morning. I think I don't like it thick, just a little spread, so it tastes good. It's very, very salty. But I've come accustomed to some of the Filipino dishes as well. I have to say, beef curry. I love that peanut sauce. It's delicious. And the lechon. I have to stop eating that lechon and get rid of this belly. Lechon is one of the best. Yeah, Tim Tams. I miss them and I just bought it. But as I said, it's made in Indonesia, so the chocolate's not quite as good. But I guess it's better than nothing, huh? You get to taste it. Actually, some of the Robinson, they've got like an Australian area. They sell like Woolworths products, like Woolworths made branded items. Like I can get cereal, like I can't remember the name, but you can get cereals that are from Australia. It's just a little area of the Robinson Mall, so you get some Woolworths branded products there. Just trying to think. Almost retired. Thank you for watching, and Nick, thank you for watching as well. Thanks, appreciate that. Sunny89, thank you for coming online. Just to update you, I'm here at Ayala Cebu at the terraces at Seattle's Best, having a coffee. Just a black one because, as I said before, I don't like the milk here. It tastes like shit, the long life milk. So I've stopped drinking lattes. I've gone to black. I guess it's healthier as well. It's just no milk products in it. And they make it too hot as well. It's like lava. But I've just I just wanted to thank you guys because I got 25,000 followers or subscribers. So thank you. And I'm working on the Bohol videos now. I just taken a time out from doing that. It's just because it's going to be a long video. There's lots I've got to show. Hello. Let's get some people on.
The teacher was inspecting bags.
Two young kids. I don't know if I'm in church. I don't know how old. Anyway, so I'm working on those. As I've said, I've just done the New Star Hotel. Just staying there for a few nights, and that was awesome. Awesome place, awesome hotel. You come to Cebu, you've got the money, you want to stay in luxury, that's the one to go for. It's not quite finished. There's still a bit of operations going around there, but you can see in the video that I did. But you know, when that's finished in the next few years, it's going to be awesome. It's particularly that 6-star hotel, like nothing like it. There's no other 6-star hotel in Cebu, so they'll be the first. And those restaurants there, that Chinese restaurant, oh my god, oh my god, that's like, I've never eaten Chinese that good in Cebu. So there you go. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I stay humble and keeping it real. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Where you from? Where you coming from, Nick? And where you almost retired? Whereabouts are you coming from? Almost retired. Does that mean you're planning on coming to retire in the Philippines? Does it? Have you decided on a place to retire to? Many people retire here. Maybe I'll retire. I gotta find my shack right on the beach. I just need a shack on a beach like Boracay. If I could only get a perfect beach, I'll be happy. Just a shack and a hammock. That'll be my retired life. And I have to have Wi-Fi as well. USA to Cebu and Bohol in August. USA. You know, I'm looking forward to the football season starting. I like the Saints. Hopefully their coach does better this year, but I'm a huge Saints fan. I'm so sad when Drew Brees retired. We've gone downhill since that. Yes, I've been to Thailand, God, 25 years ago. I stayed there for a few months. I rented an apartment in Bangkok, and I wish I had like vlogs in those days. I could show my adventures. I remember seeing an elephant walking down the laneway next to the hotel. Oh my God. Going down to the islands, Koh Samui, and then I remember going to Koh Phangan, I think it's called, and going for the full moon party, like when I was young. Oh my God, that was crazy, the full moon party. I went across like at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. I caught the ferry across to Koh Phangan and stayed up all night and watched all the parties and everything. And then 7 a.m. I caught the ferry back, and my God, I was wrecked. But what a wild party that was. Yeah, when I decide to retire, we'll see. I have to find that perfect paradise, right? I'm finding paradise, so I've got to find that shack where there's not too many people, where I can put that hammock between the coconut trees and drink coconut juice all day. Be like Tom Hanks in Castaway. Catch my own fish. Wow, 7 condos in Cebu. Well, that's the plan. That's the plan oh, thank you. Oh, Nick, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's a life. Going between 2 tropical countries, huh? God, when I came, I'm trying to think, because I left this country. Because I was here for 3 years. I left. My visa expired in November last year, so I went to Hong Kong for a week in November and then came back. I don't think I had to take a swab test in Hong Kong. I don't remember in Cebu, but I had all my vaccinations, so I didn't have any problems there. I just had to fill out this thing online. It was quite easy to get through. And Hong Kong back in November was empty. The airport was like a ghost town. It was the best. Like I could go through custom. Like they did the swab test. It was still quicker than what I normally do, doing that swab test. And I had to, in Hong Kong, back then, you had to self-administer. Mama, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. I had to, what was I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I had to self-test myself every day, so I had to buy a kit and test myself every day and report it like online to Hong Kong. They were so strict, and you had to wear a mask back in November, and you weren't allowed to go into the shopping malls. You could go into a restaurant, but you couldn't take out. You couldn't sit there for 3 days, and then after 72 hours you could eat in a restaurant. You could go into the shopping mall. So I think they've relaxed all those restrictions now, but the vibe in Hong Kong wasn't there. It was just wasn't like Hong Kong what I'm used to. It was just empty. It was kind of sad, but it was interesting, the experiences of, walking around with a mask all the time. And, there was shops, you walk past, they have shops all along the sidewalks, and the shops just dedicated to wearing masks, different masks, and different designs and all that. So after COVID goes, I guess they close down or have to start a different type of business. But everyone looks for opportunities. But thanks, Mama, and thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. I can't swipe up. Just checking my notes going back. I might have missed. Why is having a bacon and cheese meat pie for lunch? Oh my god, that sounds good. There's some places where you can buy meat pies here. Abacus sells pies as well, I think. Yeah, 100,000. Thanks, Mama. Yeah, 100,000 one day. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up. I missed some of the messages. Yeah, so thanks, Nick. So, yes, the COVID thing here. You don't have to wear masks now, but a lot of the hotels still require their staff to wear masks. Some are up to the staff themselves. So you'll probably see some of my videos that some of them wearing masks, some of them not. So I find that like in Bohol they're more lax on wearing masks, but here in Cebu City, the hotels here in the city anyway, a little bit more stricter. Not everyone's wearing it, but I still see just general crowd. It's quite common for people to wear masks, and I don't know their medical background, so maybe some people need to wear it. So I'm not going to harass on them. It's everyone's individual health problems, and if you've got a lower immune system, I don't know what problems they're going through. But yeah, it's still quite common here. My gosh, mate. Well, there you go. That's an idea. 100k pesos. Then you can live it up here when you're getting all that money from the rentals. Juice TV might go and see you next week, mate. Alright, well if you're in, just message me. I'm going to be in Cebu for probably the next 2 or 3 months. I don't plan to travel around. I want to edit my videos. I've got so much that I've got to catch up with them on that Bohol, so I'm not going to do a lot of traveling around for the next few months. Anyway, the weather's not as good as it used to be. When I travel, I like to travel during the summer months where get some better pictures of the beach and all that. So at the moment I'll probably be just in Cebu hanging out here. Whereabouts are you going to be staying in Cebu? Just in the city, or you're from the province? So I'm just flicking through my messages. Okay, so Nick, if you're coming, I'm going to be doing all my Bohol videos soon, so hopefully I can get you some ideas on what to do and see when I release them. I'm working on the things to do in Bohol as my first video, but I've got so much video to edit. I've started already, and it's driving me crazy. My eyes go looking at the computer. Danao City, okay. Yeah, I've been up there. I stayed at Coco Palms, I think it's called. It's a resort, I think, just at the edge of the city. I mean, the beach, I don't need to tell you probably if you're from there, but that's a place I've stayed at. I think that's the nicest resort in that town. I could be wrong, you probably know better. The beaches are crap though. But I find like if I'm going to Camotes and I want to catch an early boat, it's a good place to stop there for a night and then catch an early boat across to the Camotes. And Danao's got the McDonald's there now, so sometimes if I'm going north, it's my pit stop for lunch, get Macca's or McDonald's for the road trip up north. Because I think the other McDonald's is in Bohol City. Yeah, you know what? I was in the Camotes like March of 2020, just before this COVID shit was happening. So I got there, I think lockdown started around 19 March 2020. So I was over there, and it was crazy because I was right into one of the caves, and then they had this roadblock, and they said you can't go any further. It's locked off. You have to go back. So had to go back to the hotel or the resort. And then the next day there was no tourists hardly by then anyway. But then the soldiers started to come around. So the soldiers were visiting all the resorts there, and they're saying you have to close down. You have to close down. So I'm going, shit, I'm going to have to get out of here. And I caught a ferry from Mactan Island. They had a fast craft back then that went from Mactan over to the Maltese. So I went and tried to get, and they said, I'm sorry, that it's cancelled. There's no more boats. Sorry, I'm sweating. My nose is sweating. There's no more boats. Like, oh, shit. So the only ones we're going were those roll-on, roll-off ones to Danao City. So I just caught one of them because when it's COVID, I didn't know how bad it was going to be then. And I didn't want to get stuck in the Maltese because the hospital there is just a rural hospital. So so what I did was I caught one of those boats back to Danao, and then I caught a taxi from Danao City back to Mandawi. I got to Mandawi, and so I was looking for a place because all the talk was they're going to close everything down. So I stayed at Big Hotel Suites, if you know where that is. It's near Park Mall. So when they're closing down the hotels here, they weren't allowing tourists. So I had to stay at like a suite, like a long-term. They were allowing long-term stays, but not like short-term tourists. So I had to stay there. So that's where I got stuck for 6 months, from March till September 1, when they went from ECQ to MECQ. So that's my story of COVID. Stuck in a hotel for 6 months. I made some vlogs on my stay during the COVID times. Crazy time. I interviewed people, like I interviewed some nurses from the hospital who were they were staying at the hotel because they were getting harassed with the nurses because everyone was scared of COVID. So when they saw the uniform, no one wanted to go near them. The tricycles wouldn't pick them up because they're scared of COVID. And these ones working in the COVID ward, so they were getting, there was prejudice against them. They're helping people, and yet people like not picking them up on the public transport. So they had to put him in hotels like near the hospital so they could just walk to the hospital that they were doing. And yeah, that was sad. So I interviewed some of those nurses there. Very interesting, very sad, like how people treated them. They're helping people, and yet people were so scared of COVID that they didn't want to be near them. Thanks, Tropical Vacation. Yeah, that were the days back in the COVID days. Anyway, I'm glad they're over. I feel sad for the tourist industry because the workers there really suffered, lost their jobs. Not only the money, the mental health, they have to look after their family still, and bills don't stop. So horrible days. Anyway, we got past them. Yeah, I've got 2020 lockdown, March 2020, but September I got out. I remember traveling in September when ECQ was real strict restriction, and the MECQ was a little bit less restrictive. I remember going to the first place I went to when I got out of the hotel. I went to, I think it was Tumbali Resort, but everyone was having like 50-60% discount. No, maybe it was J Park. Having really cheap rates, like yes, up to 60% discount. Not all of the places open. Some of the restaurants weren't open. Some of the pools weren't open, but they'll open at least. I think I did a vlog on the J Park where I walked around. There was no one there. I was like, I was anyone there. Yeah. In hindsight now, you think maybe they did go overboard, like too strict, because now no one does anything. I mean, we have been, most people have been vaccinated, so I guess that helps. But hindsight's an easy thing, huh? When you've got there. Thanks, Tropical Vacation. Whereabouts are you again? Yeah, Nick, that was bad time. But the whole world was in lockdown, so it wasn't just here. everyone suffered, especially tourism. Like, and it was a secondary industry as well, like taxis or restaurants, where tourists would go as well. They all suffered. So the ones that particularly outside the resorts, some of them closed down. I remember some of the tricycle drivers outside of J Park. They were like tour guides, and they said they just had to find work, so they became tricycle drivers just to get by. So San Diego, I love that place. It reminds me of Perth in Australia. It's like a coastal city, nice climate, nice place. Look, I'm not sure with the PRC test. I came in November, so it's 7 months ago, so I can't remember. If you go into like the Philippine Airlines, they'll show what's needed for entry now. I can't remember, I haven't looked since I've got here because it doesn't apply to me, so I haven't really, and all those restrictions have been changing. Back in the day they were changing nearly daily. My favourite places, I love Bohol. Like, it's a bit expensive in Panglao though. It's like tourists that push the prices up. I do like Cebu, but the traffic here I hate, and the pollution. So that's the one negative thing I don't like about Cebu. But having all the facilities here and the shopping malls, I like all those luxuries. But it comes with the traffic, and traffic's just been getting worse and worse over the last 20 years that I've been coming. And especially now going to if you want to go to Bentaine Island or Malapascua or something, going up to, I think you have to get up to about Liloan before the traffic starts to get a bit easier. I hate that. I guess you can fly now to Bentaine. They've got the airport open, so if you want to bypass that. Hi Caroline, thank you for coming in. Just to update you, I'm here at Ayala at the terraces here. Actually starting to pick up with people. And don't forget, these girls came along. If you're in Cebu, they've got some vouchers at Greenwich if you're after some pizzas. Greenwich is sponsoring this video. They were too shy to show it, the girls, so I'm doing it for them, even though I'm not getting paid. December. Okay, yeah, December's a cooler time. Generally I find December the weather is mostly cloudy, but it's a cooler temperature. It's not quite as hot. And all the Christmas things on. Let me just, for the other people who've come along, I just want to show you around. If you haven't been to the terraces, if you haven't been to Cebu, this is my recommendation of a shopping mall to come to, because you've got all along these terrace area, you've got the cafes and restaurants. See, this is Seattle's best, and you've got restaurants, all different cuisines, like Filipino, American, Chinese, Japanese, Italian. So you can sit outside, or if it's too hot, most of these places have got aircon inside, and it's a nice green area. I'm using the Seattle's best Wi-Fi, so I can't go too far away from the shop. But there you go. Hopefully you can see that. And then if I turn around here, you've got gelati ice cream to cool down from the heat. And then this is the entrance in here. That's one of the entrances into Ayala. Try not to turn around too quickly to make you seasick. But yeah, I like this place. I like it better than the other shopping malls. Yeah, Parkland's not bad. I like how they've renovated the rooms now. Because last time I stayed there was old and tired looking. And I did a vlog actually updated on that to show that the rooms are Philippines. So back again. Thank you for the people who stayed. I don't blame you for disconnecting if you didn't want to watch. And I completely forgot what I was talking about. And I've lost all the messages everyone was sending me. I've lost all the messages that people were sending, so I'm sorry. It's all gone blank on my screen. So just retype them if you have a question. I can't see any messages now. I just ordered another coffee. Anyway, let me pan you around again. So I just think I was talking about Ayala. This is the terraces area. As you can see, this is Seattle's best behind me. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but these for the other people. I don't know who's viewing now. So that's behind me. You've got the gelati ice cream. There's a few people starting to come now because it is after 12, so people are coming to eat, and that's Seattle's best. If you like your coffee, you can sit out here and watch people watch if you like, or you can go in the aircon inside, which most restaurants have here. And then if I turn around, some people sitting down texting people, and that's the main entrance. I just have to be conscious of how far I go because I'll disconnect. I'm using the Seattle best Wi-Fi here, so if I go out of range it'll disconnect again. That took me a while to get back on when it disconnected. I want to get someone to say hello, but you know that those other girls were too shy. Maybe I'll just, what I'll do is I'll sit over here so you can see more people walking past. You want to see people watch. Sugar. Sorry about that. Alright, back. We're back. So I can't, as I said, I can't see your questions that you asked me before. So if you're still on, just re-ask them again. But this is the entrance area of Seattle's best. So if you want to people watch behind me, this is the place, you know, the terraces are the place to watch the people walk by, where you have your coffee. And I forgot what I was talking about before. I lost connection with this fantastic Wi-Fi here. I can't see any writing now. So if you want some gelati ice cream, this is here. I wish I had a wider screen on this. If I can find some people, I will try and get them to say hello. But this is Ayala Terraces area in Cebu City, if you'll just come on. I've ordered another coffee, I'm just waiting for that to come. So where are you coming from? Try and get a guest to come on. now I can see the... Alright, I'm back. I can see the messages now. Let me read this. I do wear a Rode microphone when I'm doing my vlogs. This I'm just doing on my phone, so I don't have one for this, so hopefully you can hear me. My favorite pizza restaurant is... My favorite pizza in Cebu, definitely at Dusatani. They were the best pizza I had. So I can see you now. I'm going back. Yeah, I had connection issues. Now I can see you all. So yeah, that's definitely my best pizza I've ever tasted here in Cebu. It's not cheap, and you can make your own pizza as well. Again, I'll plug my video. If you look at my Dusatani resort review, I showed the pizza and all that. Just beautiful. A bit expensive, but it's beautiful. I mean, you expect to pay more at a resort anyway, but there's nothing close to what that tastes. It's delicious. The connection I'm using is at Seattle's best. Hi. Please say hello. This is the worker at Seattle's best. Is this the best coffee in Cebu?
For me, yeah.
You have to say that. If your boss sees that. What's your name?
Ezra.
Ezra. So this is where you can get coffee. Say hello to the world. Thank you so much.
You want milk for your coffee?
Oh no, I actually just straight.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
So there you go, unbiased opinion. Yeah, so Nick, if you're staying there, yeah, try out the pizza. The Thai food there is excellent as well, beautiful Thai, but you're paying resort prices. So outside, there's not a lot in that area really. You have to get some transport. There's nothing really in walking distance, so keep that in mind. US butchers. God, I never eat, like, I'm not the person to ask. I don't know. Sorry. You can buy steaks and sausages here, but I only go to the supermarket, so you can buy imported steaks. There's like Tinderbox Deli. Like, you may want to check that. Google Tinderbox. They may have it, but yeah, don't quote me on it. Yeah, Dusatani, nice. Except that the beach there sucks. It's just, and that shitty boat that's in the way, like, spoils the view. But anyway, it's, you know, they're not major issues that there's something to be concerned about. Like, hopefully they will scrap it, and you know, you can have a better view, because that's where the sunset, where that boat is. Like, that's where the sun was setting. If you get some beautiful sunsets there, because you're looking towards the west over Cebu City, and the sun would set there. You got that boat or the big ship there. There you go, SR. See, I didn't live as an expat here, so those questions I'm not that familiar with. When I retire, I'll look into that. When I buy my shack on that beach, still looking for that perfect place to build my little shack and hammock. There you go. Thank you, Tropical Vacation. Thanks for that. Hey, Pinoy Smile. Shout out from Singapore. Welcome from Singapore. Singapore, yeah, I like that place. Very affluent city. I remember walking around there, just very clean. I like that city, but so humid. But thanks for joining from Singapore. Are you actually from Cebu? Like, what part of the Philippines you're from? Yeah, expensive, yeah, that's for sure. That's an affluent place. I think I think they were talking about, the mayor was talking about wanting to make Cebu like the next Singapore. Might take a long time. Jason from Perth, welcome from sunny Perth. I have to go back there. My sister lives in Perth. I love the beaches. Like my mother was from Perth, so when we're young kids, my dad used to work for Ansett, so we get really cheap flights. So I remember every summer holidays going over to Perth and going to the beach there. So I loved it. The fond memories of the beach, the beaches around Perth and Fremantle, and then I had cousins down in Albany, and just really fun memories, summer holidays going there. And my grandparents used to live in Greenwood, I think, Wanneroo area, that place. Remember the sand. We always make fun of my grandparents saying, "We don't have soil, we only got sand." Northern Luzon. You know what I really liked about when I went to Luzon was vegan and Pokopod. I think it's Pokopod. The beaches there, they were just amazing, beautiful little place. Yeah, the beach is awesome, Jason, but every day 35 plus, so hot. But I've got to go visit my sister eventually. She's always telling me to come and visit her again, so it's on my list to go and see. And I like thanks Tropical Vacations. I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi. I'm back again. See if we this. Yeah, Emily, not Seattle's best. Well, you know, Wi-Fi here, it's just hit and miss. So I don't know which shop has the best Wi-Fi. Where there's less people, I guess, not using it. Seattle's best. You get these vouchers for 2 hours. But yeah, that wasn't 2 hours up. But it disconnected before without that 2 hours, so who knows. You get used to the Wi-Fi here, it's unreliable. But let me, it should be okay now for a couple of hours. Let me just pan around again because there's more people in here. I just want to show you the vibe starting because it's after 12, so you can see a few more people coming here. Ayala has free Wi-Fi here as well, but I don't think it's that great. Rather use the Seattle's best. And there's not a lot of places in the mall here that uses their own Wi-Fi. You know, they rely on using using Ayala's Wi-Fi, and you get that free for 1 hour. This one, at least, you've got 2 hours to use it. There's vouchers for 2 hours. But like the other coffee shop, like Starbucks doesn't have Wi-Fi here. Just watching the people go by. Some, you know, look at the pretty people here in Cebu. Let me give you a better view of the area. Put my shades on. But you know, don't come here for great coffee. I think the best drinks here, you know, more the beer or the shakes or the juices, the fresh fruits, the beautiful here, the mangoes and the pineapples and stuff like that. I believe now they're exporting mangoes to Australia in the season, you know, off season in Australia. Just trying to read the message. Pinoy Smile Europe. a vlogger too, I guess. Yeah, I'll try. If someone walks past, I'll try and get them on if they're not too shy. As long as the guards don't get angry. So, you know, as I said, I think earlier on this live that, you know, I was filming around here with my camera and the guards are not let it film. But if you've got a cell phone, they don't care. But if you've got a camera, for some reason, they don't allow it. And lots of pretty girls here too. Sorry if a female's watching, you know, us guys. We do look around at the pretty girls. But Filipinos are very shy. Well, they are to me anyway. Even though always on their TikTok dancing with big crowds around them. Or taking photos. But when some pass, I'll try, if I see them, I'll try and get them to go online and say hello. Of course, and the girls do the same. The girls sit around looking at the guys, so it's both ways. I know the girls check out the guys here walking past. That's what you do at coffee shops, right? People watch, especially outside. You don't necessarily need to pick them up, just enjoy the view, huh? You don't have the beach here to look at the beautiful palm trees and blue waters. People, and you know, I find people don't properly understand my slang as well, especially like when I use the word or letter A, like Monday, Tuesday, especially in the province. I get a lot of blank looks. In the city, not so bad. They hear different accents, but in the province, they'll give you blank looks. Well, there's some pretty girls over there taking some pictures of themselves, but they're too far away. I can't go over. I'll lose connection if I go that far. If they come across here. So, the best places to eat in Ayala, in my opinion, I like the social. That's upstairs in the newer area. That's a nice place to hang out. There's a lot of expats that go there. There's like a bar area, but there's also some good food. I like the salmon that they have there, grilled salmon with the salad, very very delicious. Not the cheapest, but it's nice. And you can have steaks there as well. So that's a place to eat upstairs. Around the terraces area, there's an Italian place that I don't mind across there. And I also like the, what's it called? It's a Thai restaurant. I forget the name. It's down that area. And I like the red curry they have. It's on the ground level. I don't know. Can't remember the name. I'm getting old. Forget. What's his name? I'll remember it when I finish the live. But it's a nice Thai restaurant. I like that one. I like that red curry is really nice. It's not too spicy. But the seafood curry. And their fresh summer rolls, really nice. And the sauce. And of course the coffee's here. As I said, I'm not the greatest fan, but when I do need a coffee, I don't mind this one. trying to think what else. Sometimes they eat Kenny roast. They have Kenny roasters here, which you can get a salad and chicken. It's alright. And there's Persian plate if you want something like a little bit healthier. Actually, this morning I went to Raintree Mall. It's near Osmina Circle, and they've got some like more healthier options, like smoothie bowls you can have for breakfast. So if you want yogurt and muesli and some fruits, that's a place to go to. But it doesn't open until 8 a.m, so it's a bit later. But they've got some healthier options for breakfast if you're into that. They also have the traditional fried bacon and all that, and sausages as well. But if you want something healthier, it's a place to go. Talking about movies, the Raintree Mall, they've got like this own private theatre. Like it's like a little room where it's got bean bags, and like I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 people could fit in there. Like you could just go for 2. I think it's 400 peso, and they've got a huge selection of movies, and it's in your own privacy. Like I think that's pretty cool. In Raintree Mall, I can't remember the name. I might do a little TikTok on that, or a little reel to see that. So that's an option. But cinema, I don't go to the cinema much here at all, so I'm always too busy filming. So I'm not the best on that. The 4 years that I've been here, I haven't gone to the movies, would you believe? I'm always too busy. But that one, Raintree's another option. But the ones at the New Star look good. What I saw on their website, that those cinemas are going to be state of the art. I think from what I can see, I think they just renovated the ones at SM here. Not SM. Yeah, SM City. But I think you'll need to speak to someone else who goes to see films, so sorry about that. I only watch like online stuff. I didn't even know what the latest movies are. I used to have Netflix, but I was using my sister's, and now I've lost that stupid password sharing shit. They did have I did subscribe to Discovery Plus they had here, which is really good, but they cancelled that now. That was the only streaming service I used after I couldn't use the Netflix. Well, they're still building. The New Star hasn't opened yet, so they're still building that cinema. I can't find anyone they walk too fast. I can't get anyone to come online and say hello. Yeah, the Netflix thing. Oh man, get it free from my sister. But actually, it's not that expensive here. Like when I did subscribe to Discovery Plus, it was 99 peso per month. That was like really cheap for that. I don't know what Netflix costs over here. I haven't really looked in it after I lost it with my sister. I was pissed off with Netflix. I didn't want to even look at them. I even tried with Netflix. I even tried to use a VPN so I could log in from Australia, because when I logged in here, it would automatically take me to the Philippines thing. So I only get Philippines Netflix. So it was Filipino movies and all that. I was trying to get her to come on, but she wouldn't pass. Yeah, password, like, I hate it. And even the VPN, like when I use the VPN to log in to Netflix via Australia, so get the Australian version, it's recognised I was on a VPN. Obviously, they use the same IP address or something, so I couldn't log on through the VPN service. I always had to log on under the Philippines one, because also in the Philippines they edit things. Like I was watching Total Recall. Remember that lady shows the 3 breasts? They cut that out. Like it was the best bit of the movie, and they cut that out. Like when she flashes her 3 breasts. Like, but in Australia they would show it, but in the Philippines more conservative, and they edited that. So that's why I wanted to log in under when I did have Netflix in the password. I wanted to log into Australian site because it's not edited like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Like they edit that, yet there's you think they've got the bikini bars and all the other stuff, and yet Netflix they edit it like. That's it. Yeah, that was the best bit of the movie. Like the old version with Arnie had the 3 breasts, and they took the movie was kind of similar, but different vibe as well. And then that was the one bit they took from that film to the new one, and I missed it. So that's why gotta get the VPN from Australia and see what they look like with 3. But yeah, like I saw this movie. I was watching this movie on cable, and there was this scene where they were naked, and they blurred it out. It was funny. Like it was only in the Philippines that they blurred it out. All their private parts. So there you go. You need a VPN if you want to see stuff like that. I only speak English. Oh, no thanks. Yeah, it's very conservative. Then you got those bikini bars and stuff like that. Like contradicts itself. Yeah. And please turn a blind eye to something. Yeah, it's getting noisy here. I don't know if you can see in the back. I think, is it 9 o'clock here? I think it's 9 o'clock that it closes. But like, it seems like here's not an early place. If you come here early, like when it opens at 10 o'clock, there's not that many people here. But the people start coming in the afternoon. It gets a lot busier, and they stay here late. Like for me, when I'm drinking coffee, I only like it morning and maybe early afternoon. But here they'll drink it like late afternoon. But they're drinking those cold, sugary, milky ones, cold ones, all night. So I can't drink coffee late at night. Caffeine keeps me awake. Everyone's walking past too quick. I can't stop them and get them to say hello. But I think this, if you're coming to Cebu for the first time, probably this area around Ayala IT Park will be the best area to stay in or come to. I think Ayala is a good central point to base yourself, and you can come to here and eat. Yeah, it keeps me awake. Too much caffeine, and I drink it straight black, so it's kind of stronger. But I can't say I have a favourite coffee shop in Cebu. Like, nothing like stands out way in front of the other ones. But maybe I haven't been to enough places to check out. And you know what I find harder here is teas. Filipinos don't like to drink tea so much, they're more coffee drinkers. So like in hotels when you stay, if you do get a tea, it's probably the black tea. They don't have all the the green teas. It's harder to find. Only maybe in the more upmarket hotels or resorts you can get other flavoured teas. But if you get tea, you're lucky that it's just the black or English tea. And tea's expensive here. Like if you buy it in the supermarket, it's quite expensive. Even if this medium size costs $1.40 just a coffee. And for one cup, they give me 4 sugars. I don't put sugar. I noticed if you ever tried the 3-in-1s here, it's like candy with a bit of sugar. It's so sweet. Like I can't handle it. It's just get diabetes from drinking. It's like candy water. So I hate 3-in-1s. I just drink the coffee sticks, particularly in the province where you don't have much of a choice. And even the tea, like when you order a tea, they give you like a sachet of honey to add. But I go, no, I don't want honey, just straight. So everything's got to be sweetened. Even though honey's probably a better option for sweetening. Yeah. The bread, the white bread particularly, is very sweet. That's why I like eating the sandwiches at Abaca, the wholemeal ones, or they don't taste as sweet anyway. Oh, the 3-in-1 is a coffee. It's coffee, sugar, and the cream all in one sachet. It's all mixed in together. But they overdo the sugar. I think the sugar's 90%. A little bit of creamer, which makes it milk, and then a tiny bit of coffee. And it's all popular, like particularly in the province when you go to stay at a hotel there, a smaller hotel. They have 3-in-1s as coffee, and like it's just like candy with a bit of coffee. But they do normally sell the coffee sticks with just the coffee only. But they're really into that 3-in-1. There's also like a 7-in-1. I've got all other stuff in. I don't know what it is, but it's too sweet for me. Three breasts, yeah. That's American anyway, it's not Filipino 3 breasts. No, it's from Mars, right? From the planet Mars. That's what happens if you get radiated. Something out of The Simpsons. I have to stop some people and say hello. I don't want to get ones with kids though. Have you been to Cebu itself, Mama? Have you been here in Cebu before? some kid was asking for money. Everyone's left me. Maybe that's a time to hang up then. I've been on like for 2 hours. Jeez. Okay. It shows there's no one on. But you're there, Mama. I don't know. It shows there's no people watching at the moment. Must be wrong. Or maybe it's a Wi-Fi issue. Okay. Does he live here or is he just on vacation? Are you planning to go anywhere particular, just the city, or you've got plans on things to do and see here? Because downtown there's like a lot of historic stuff, the cross, Magellan's Cross, and the Santa Nino in the Basilica, and then this Saint Pedro Fort, the oldest, I think the triangle fort in the Philippines. Vacation there, I want that boho. Yeah, I'll have to get that boho video out, start getting that out soon. Can't find any guests. They walk past too quick, I can't stop them. Did you know they are planning, always plans to build a bridge to Bohol from Cebu. I don't know how or when that will happen, but they do have some plans, and I don't know how they can afford it, but probably a tollway. That would kill off Ocean Jet for sure. Yeah, Cebu. You have to go north though. Because, you know, the beaches in Cebu, you have to get away from the city. Like, you have to go 2 or 3 hours at least to get to the nice beaches. The ones in Mactan are man-made. So, I mean, they're okay, but for man-made, but the resort's expensive. They're 5-star and like the Shangri-La. But, yeah, you have to go quite far, and it's like, Bohol's like 2 hours away as well by ferry, so I might as well go there. Well, the upstairs is where business. This is with Ocean Jet. Upstairs is the business class. Downstairs is the tourist class or the economy class. That's the aircon. It's only if you go out the back, so it's okay in both that area and upstairs. I don't know what they call it where you sit outside. Not many. I don't think all the ferries have it. Hey guys, can I get you to say hello to just say hello?
Yeah, hi!
Say welcome to Cebu.
What?
Say hello from Cebu.
Hello from Cebu.
You want to say hello? Do a shout out.
I hope you guys go to Cebu soon.
There you go. There, I got someone to say hello. Thank you, huh? Thanks a lot. There, I got someone to say hello. Hopefully I can get someone who's a real talkative or a real talkative person that can say a lot. We'll see. It'll save me from talking. So from memory, the Ocean Jet was 800 for the economy class aircon seats and 1-2 or 1-3 for the business class upstairs. The business class you get a little bit bigger seats, a little bit more comfortable. So I think I have to pay 100 extra for my luggage as well. So yeah, people are too shy to go camera. Well, for me they are. Singapore you can go to Sentosa, right? That's the tourist spot there. Yeah, there's. No, well, not the boats I went unless the aircon wasn't working. It was aircon in business class. I came back business class from Bohol, so definitely cool. Maybe it wasn't working the aircon or something, because that's a possibility. A lot of things don't work. Wait for some other people I can grab. Maybe it was the super cat. But the outdoor area was obviously not aircon. I know some of them, maybe they're different boats. It's not exactly the same. Very. Because Ocean Jet have got quite a number of fast crafts that go to Bohol. And they have the pirated movie that they play. Can't steal anyone. But if you fly to Manila, you can just fly to Panglao. There's actually the ferry port goes into Tagbilaran, and then it's like 30 or 40 minutes to Panglao Island via, you either have to get a van or a tricycle or a tuk-tuk. Actually, I noticed the tuk-tuks are more popular there now. In the touristy area, the Panglao tuk-tuks are more popular than the tricycles. They're kind of phasing out the tricycle in the tourist area, and now they're using tuk-tuks. They're more comfortable to riding. Same as Bantayan. I think like Bohol's a little bit, or most, not all of them, a little bit more upmarket. Because Bantayan, you want to be on the beach, right? So you've got basically Alona Beach. That's tourist there, but it's more commercialized and more happening than Bantayan. Bantayan's more low key. The other one is Dumalon Beach, and that's all more upmarket, so not really compatible to Bantayan Island, really. But there's some smaller resorts, kind of inland, not on the beachfront, like more inland, like they're run by families or something, or foreigners who built 8 rooms or something. I'll show them in my video. I keep saying that when I get it out. I think it's going to take ages to get out this, because I kept swapping. So when I was there, I was spending 2 nights, transfer 2 nights, 2 nights, 2 nights. So I checked out a lot of resorts, but there's hundreds there. So I've only checked out 50 odd, so which is hard enough for me anyway. Trying to remember them all. But when you check on like TripAdvisor or GoTo, like there's hundreds of places to stay at. So I try to stay at most of the common or major ones, the more popular ones. But there's lots, so many, and there's so many Airbnbs. I only stayed at a few Airbnbs. And that's just in Panglao, and then you can stay in Tagbilaran, that's the city, but it's a city accommodation. So I never really stayed in the city. I stayed with the tourist area, and you can go inland into mainland Bohol. There's little places you can stay there. I didn't really stay there either. I stayed at Anda. Anda's is probably the second most tourist area in Bohol, and that is beautiful. Wait till you see the videos of that. The beaches are beautiful. It's less touristy than Panglao. Just really, really nice place to stay. More quiet. The beaches are more like, how to explain it? The resorts are on a cove, and it's just really the resort only and the beachfront. It's just really nice. They have a main beach in Andertown, but these beach resorts on because it's not a straight beach, it's like all rocky, and then you've got this cove, white sandy beach cove, but it's only small and it's just part of the resort only, and they're just beautiful. When the weather is beautiful, it's just like a postcard. And there's a few of them, like there's probably 5 or 6 along the coast there that have got little beaches like that, and they're the best beaches that are part of the resort. And I'll show you them coming up when you see it, because I got some good weather and I flew the drone up. You can see how it looks from above, and it's just beautiful. The main town beaches, the white sandy beach, is really big. Not quite as nice as those. I mean, still not bad. Angling. I'm not sure Nick, what you mean by angling. It's called Ander. A Alpha November Delta Alpha Ander. Yeah, so mummy, if you're going to Bohol, put Ander on your list as well. It's about 2.5 hours drive from Panglao, but beautiful beaches, more low key. The resorts there are not so big, maybe 10, 15 rooms. Yeah, Ander. So Google Ander and you'll see Ander Bohol. You'll see in the south, and if you base yourself there, there's waterfalls, there's cave pools there. It's easier to reach Alicia. Like when I was talking about Alicia Panoramic Park, beautiful spot. Again, I've done some shorts. If you're looking my channel under the shorts, you'll see some, like they're just 10-second videos, but you'll see some beautiful spots around Bohol, and some of them around Ander. So it takes about, like I rented a scooter, so it takes about 40 minutes ride from Ander up to Alicia, and there's a waterfall there. Beautiful in Kandahar. It's a beautiful waterfall. It was actually my favourite waterfall in the whole of Bohol. It's beautiful. But yeah, well, yeah, just check out my shorts. If you go into my channel and under the headings, there's like videos and then shorts. I've done tons of shorts. Like while I'm making my other videos, I just make these 10-second videos. And people don't have long attention spans either, like on social media. So some of them get quite a few views. But I've done some drone footage. Beautiful, like a Lobok River and around Ander and the south. I was really impressed with those places, and it's kind of away from the mainstream tourist destinations as well. But climbing Alicia Panoramic Park is a killer. You need to be fit to climb up that hill. It's like, took me just over an hour, and my God, my whole shirt was just wet from sweat. Like, I did it like 3 in the afternoon, so I got there for sunset. Oh my God, that hike. I'm not that fit in the first place, but that hike killed me. And the guy that took me, she was like walking, it was like walking down the street, and like, I'm going, like, I don't know. But I guess she does it every day almost, so she's fit as. Yeah, it's good if you got the time to go up there. The other option is to go there really early, like to watch it for sunrise. People actually camp up there, like they'll do it and they'll camp up the top there. I don't know how they could carry all the camping equipment. I took a liter of water, I used it all up, like. So make sure to take some water as well. If you're not fit, forget it. Actually, in my vlog, I'm going to show you as well. If you don't want to do that or can't do that, there's an alternative to the Alicia Panoramic Park. Not quite as good, but it's a poor man's version of Alicia Panoramic, and you don't have to walk so far. You can ride your scooter up to nearly the top. But again, I'll show that later in one of my videos coming soon. Just plug in all my videos. Yeah, Alicia Panoramic. Nick, it's beautiful. It doesn't look like the Philippines. The hills are like just grass. I can't remember the name of the grass they call it. It can cut you. It's a bit sharp, but there's trails there. But it just looks so beautiful, just green. Yeah. Well, I found it later. Like I was right into this reservoir up in Dubai, and I just found out my mistake. I was just riding by and I just looked on Google Maps and it was just something valley or something. So I asked the local, you know, what's there, and they said, oh, it's beautiful. So I went there and it's just like a cross, and then you have the view. It's like on the other side of the panoramic park, so you kind of ride around the edge, you come on the other side, and it's not so steep. And they've got a cross, and you can pray to God if you want. Pray to God that you don't have to go up to Alicia Panoramic. But the reservoir there, not where the man-made wall is, but the other side, oh my God, I'm pretty sure I did it on one of my shorts. You can see how beautiful it looks. I flew the drone up. It just looks spectacular. But the waterfalls, you have to go see the waterfalls, and then they take you also if you want to see the rice paddy fields. Really nice. And there's so many other waterfalls there. Would you believe there's 2 Kwasan falls in Bohol? There's one in Cebu, and there's 2 in Bohol. So I think they really like that name. Maybe they're trying to get people who are searching for Kwasan Falls in Cebu to see their ones as well, because they're not that familiar. And you can go karting. I went go-karting in Panglao, so if you're into riding that, it's not very uniquely Boholian, but it's something to do. I'm just trying to think what other things they did. Of course, it's island hopping. You see the turtles there at Balikasad, and there's Pamalikan Island as well. It's worth a visit. Pamalikan is not as touristy, so if you want to get away from the tourists from Balikasad, you can go to Pamalikan Island. You get some good snorkeling there. You can see turtles and fish and corals and all that. And it's a little bit further to go, but less tourists go that way. So that's another. Again, I've shown the video, and I met some Filipinas there, 2 Filipinas that helped me, the local Boholians, to show me around as well. So, and they're pretty eye candy for the guys. There are some other things obviously, but they helped out a lot. Is it as good? It's not as big as touristy. You know, it's more. I would say no. Probably thinking about it, it's not quite as spectacular, but it's not so touristy either. So if you want like more nature, then. And the second Kwasan Falls, even less tourists go to. Unfortunately, when I went, it was lots of rain, so the water's a bit brown from all the rain, and the second one is a little bit far to go to, so you'll have to have a lot of time. But again, you'll see it when I do it. But it's quite big, the falls over the rocks and all that. It's nice, and the kids jumping in the water and off the cliff. So I can't do that. There was one waterfall, like, so hard to get to. Like, I had to get locals to show me the way. Like, you had to go through the jungle, and the pathway was really bad, and it's down this hill, and it was exhausting. But not many tourists go to that one either. Anyway, as I said, I'll put it in my vlog. And I went to some islands in the north. They're not so touristy as well. I can't remember the name. Capian or something. It's not dangerous, but it's challenging, to say the least. Personally, I probably wouldn't go there again. It's so hard to get to. But you know, everyone's different. It looks nice, the waterfalls. It's just a little bit. It looks nice. Of course, you have to do the Lobok River and the floating restaurant. there's this man, one of the waterfalls, there's this man who eats a coconut husk with his teeth. He was the world record holder for the shortest time to break open the husk. So I filmed him. It's a bit funny how he eats them. But you have to pay him. He won't do it for free, obviously. Actually, there's quite a few people around. Let me give you an interruption to my face. You can have a look around, see how the mall is getting a bit more busy. I won't go too fast so you don't get seasick. There you go. And then down the... And then we have the... This is a popular place for ice cream or gelati ice creams. I've never eaten in there. Yeah, well, he had no teeth. So I wish I had another place where I could over there, like up on the second platform, but I don't know if the Wi-Fi would work there. I don't know if the restaurant has Wi-Fi that could show you better the main area of this terraces. You can see all the greenery and there's fountains here. No one's eating outside, only me. I'm the eating inside. You can see inside they want their aircon. I'm the only crazy one eating or drinking coffee outside. I'm trying to get someone else to say hello, do a shout out. But when I pick up the phone, there's no one walking by. Or maybe they see me and they're hiding. Yeah, no one's walking past. Oh, there goes. How do you get this one? No eye contact. Sorry guys, I can't find someone to give a shout out from Cebu. I'll have to time it better. Anyway, back here. God, I've been in here for 2.5 hours. So how is you guys? It's not very good English. I normally do these lives impromptu, so no one knows that I'm doing it. I would do it this way if I had my laptop, but I just use my phone, so it's the portrait view. So I don't think it looks as good if you're watching from a laptop, but if you're watching from a phone, I think it's okay, right? Because you get the full screen. Is Singapore the same time? Also on the phone, it's good. Is Singapore the same time as Philippines, or are they an hour or two different? Are they on the same as Perth time? Yeah, because when I looked later on my laptop, it was just a black portrait screen, so it doesn't quite look as good as the other vlogs that I do. Okay. Everything's on the cell phone these days for using video, and so like when I do the shorts on my channel, it's through the phone. It's that look. It's only when I do my normal long vlogs it's horizontal. Let me get the view. You can see people eating ice creams. Make you jealous. So I bought these sunglasses actually in Cebu because the ones I had before, the idiot that I am, when I was riding the scooter, I had them in the front, a bit under the handlebars, and and they all scratched like over the bumps, all scratched the land. And I went to all these places here to ask if they could fix it, and they said no. So I had to buy a friggin' new pair of glasses. But I like these ones better actually. They're not quite as big, and they're polarization glasses, so I like that look. Alex says times and says. Oh yeah, okay. So are you working there in Singapore? So what's the deal? Like, well, obviously you're working there, right? You're not on vacation there. I haven't been to Singapore for so many years. I like the city, but yeah, expensive. Especially accommodation. And you can bring your... Can I show you the dog? I'm just doing this. So what's his name?
Nala.
What is Nala? So you can bring your dog to the mall here. Hello.
Nala. Hey. Hey.
Does he have to wear a nappy?
Yeah, but he just pooped.
He
under,
pooped. So they put nappies on.
Yeah.
Thank you, huh? Bye bye.
Bye, Nala.
So you can bring your dogs to the shopping mall here. They wear nappies. Oh, I thought you were in Singapore. Well, they're California. California. So what time is in California? What time is in the States at the moment? Yeah, nice little dog. As long as they don't bite you. But it's funny, they wear nappies on their ass. So looks funny. So 10:44 p.m. Okay. I went to California so many years ago. My favorite place. I really liked San Fran there. It was not so big city. I could walk around it. A bit scared about having an earthquake though, but it was just very scenic. The hills and Alcatraz. So San Fran was a great city. I loved it. And New Orleans. I love New Orleans. I go for the Saints as well, so that's why I like New Orleans as well. So I like going down Bourbon Street. I had the hurricane drink. Oh my God. Ah, 30 minutes, there you go. Nice city. Friendly people there, everyone was so friendly there as well. Some cities are a bit snobby, but, well, the ones I met anyway were friendly. Can you say hello then? So, someone's saying hello to me. Yeah, New Orleans Saints. Pity, we lost our coach and Drew Brees. Like, the coach now is not so good. Hopefully this year will be better. Got a new quarterback. We'll see how they go this year. Hopefully Carr can bounce back from his poor year last year when he plays for the Saints. But I hate the San Francisco 49ers. Always, back in the 90s when San Fran and New Orleans were in the same division, they would always beat us even though we had the best defense. They had Steve Young and Montana, always the best quarterbacks. But Carr is going to bring him back. We're going to go back, march into the Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl next year is in Las Vegas. Wouldn't it be ironic that Carr wins it in Las Vegas? But They love this basketball here. So there we go. There's the gelati factory again. What's the weather like in California? Like must be hot summer there. Where I'm from, Australia, it's the winter. Are you having drought there? I'm not sure whether. I remember watching there was a drought in California. I'm not sure what that's happening. I'm not up to date with what's happening there. What's 81 in Celsius? I guess was that high 20s? I don't know Fahrenheit. Lots of rain. It's been fully dry here. It's cloudy, but not a lot of rain. Just one night it was a bucketed down rain. $27. I was nearly right. I think here it's 31, 32 every day. So you don't even need to look at the temperature. There's a lady boy going after the foreigners here. She tried to say hello to me, or he. She's found one now, so she won't annoy me. Am I allowed to say lady boy? Is that? Can I say that? We're trans now. I have to say trans. I know he's running. Run. Say hello to live.
Hello. Who's that?
It's live.
You need massage?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello.
Hmm?
I just wanted to say hello. Thank you.
Hi, okay.
Take care. There you go. Hello, sailor. She's gone chasing after someone else now. She was like looking for foreigners, like just around here. She said hello to me before. Watch out, boys. Here she is. She's gone now. I think she's chasing after that guy. I think he finally saw what she looked like, and he tried to run for the hills. And she was chasing after him. This is other woman I saw as well. They always ask, do you want a massage and all that, so she sits over there. I've seen her a couple of times. Yeah, man eater, that's it. Watch out. Rah. You don't have to go to nightclubs. You can go to the shopping mall and find one. I've seen one that sits over, you know where they sit here? They sit over here sometimes. They're like spiders looking for flies to catch. So you have to watch out. I'm trying to find someone else to do a shout out. I hear that back. Oh, can I show the nappy? You got a nap? Oh, he hasn't got it. The dog's back. Oh, he hasn't got a nappy on. Just a shout out. Say hello. they really don't want to be on. I've had too much caffeine. No, I'm going to sign off soon because I've been on for nearly 3 hours. I've drank so much caffeine. Yeah, no, I didn't expect to stay on long. I chit chat too much. I was only planning to do half an hour or so, but it's been good chatting. Like at least I can show people around and like Ayala. I hope you enjoyed what I showed, and yeah, and you know, I can plug my videos as well at the same time, so it helps me out to show. And some people donated, so I appreciate all the people who sent a donation. I really appreciate that. It helps as well. But you know, if you just watch my channel, I'm very appreciative of that. And you know, if you have any places you want or hotels you want me to check out, just let me know, because I can in Cebu at the moment. I can do that. I've been keeping an eye out on this hotel called the Amber Hotel, AMBAR, I think. It's not open yet, but it looks quite nice. It's near Osmina. It's going to be a brand new hotel there. I'm just keeping my eye out on that to see when that opens. I might quickly check that out. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Mum, for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes I actually just like when I was in Bohol, I was just sitting at a resort and someone comes up to me and goes, "Oh, I watched your videos and like are really helpful and all that." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, thank you." I hope I don't meet any trolls, but you know, I met some people and I haven't had a troll yet. Fingers crossed I don't. But yeah, they were all really, really nice. And I was going to say this. I've lost my train of thought. There was something else I was going to say. I actually met someone in the Radisson who saw my video. Oh yeah, what I was going to say, I was actually in an elevator of a hotel, and you know, I'm just chit-chatting with some tourists there and just blah blah, you know, how's the weather, and you know, just small talk. And they recognized my voice. They didn't even recognize my face. They recognized my voice. They said, "Your voice sounds familiar." And they go, "Are you like on YouTube or something?" I go, "Yeah, you know, it's my channel." They go, "Oh yeah, we watch you." And like we recognize your voice. Like I've got a distinct squeaky voice, so people recognize me by my voice, not my face. So how crazy is that? I have a squeaky voice. People think I'm gay. Like, are you gay? So and just no, I'm not. So yeah, like it's crazy how, you know, people recognize me by my voice. But yeah, now and then I meet some people, and I've actually had dinner with one of my viewers. Yeah, God, I've been to so many hotels. I forget the names of them. Like I've been so many, but now I'm not. As I said, for the next few months, I'm not going to really transfer much. I'm going to catch up on all my hotels, and you know, there's so many hotels that I've videoed and I've just never had time to upload a review. So I keep them in my hard drive, and then like when I do a top 5 or top 10 list, I can draw on those videos and use it as one long video, because there's so many hotels. That's why you can ask me like hotel questions that are not in my vlog, because I may have been to them, I just haven't had time to upload them. Yeah, I try and keep it that way, just because I do what I look for in hotels and all that, because you know, not everything's perfect, and I'd rather leave it up to the viewer, because you know, only they're the ones who decide whether that's okay for them, the good and bad stuff. So it's not for me to decide. Everyone has their own budgets and what they like and what they don't like, so I don't like to choose for them. I'll put it all out there. I'll give you my opinion, and then ultimately it's up to you to So yeah, that's for me, or that's not for me. Oh, hello, Tornilla, is that how you pronounce it? Going to Boracay next. Ah, Boracay. I wish I could go back there. So I may go back to Boracay next year, maybe. I'll see how things go. It's expensive there, but it's beautiful. Yeah, no worries. I did the top 10, and I did. I stayed so many hotels there. I was exhausted, and I remember I walked all along White Beach. I checked out every single hotel that was open, and the ones that were fully booked, I'd go back and see if I could get. Even if I didn't stay there, I tried to check out the rooms and all that. There's just too many hotels there. So yeah, it's beautiful but expensive. Yeah, Hen and Crystal is really good. Hen and is Crystal. Boracay. So, yeah, you have to go to Boracay. It's beautiful. That expensive, and it's very popular. Yeah, go back, but I'm going to probably do the other side of the island, like where the Belmont Savoy, and there's a few hotels that weren't open when I was there, so I have to check out those ones. So yeah, definitely have to go to see Boracay. It's a beautiful place. But other place I want to go to is Surigao. Surigao is another place I wanted to head off and check out. I was planning to go there in May of 2020 when the pandemic was about to happen. So I just didn't get to go there. So that's on my bucket list. Also Palawan, that's another place. I said I was going hard and I'm still chatting, so I talk too much. I'll go when it turns to 3 hours because it's 2 hours and 57 minutes. So I'll sign off when it turns to 3 hours. And what did they think of the place, Nick? Was it good? Yeah, I know. I've seen so many pictures. Just having the time. Yeah, it looks awesome. I think it really bounced back from the typhoon that hit there. I'm not sure I don't want to fly there because I don't like flying, so I think there's direct service from Cebu, but you can catch an overnight ferry or something. So maybe one day. There's so many places to go, so little time. Because when I go, I'd like to spend a couple months in a place now, so I can get to know it better and really see the inside and outside of the place. So I find it better. It can be more informative rather than staying, a few days only. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Boracay is nice, but it's more like only if you really want a beach. Like, there are some island hopping opportunities, but I heard I'm not a diver, but the diving's not the greatest. And I did some snorkeling there, and it's okay, but it's not as good as like Bohol or Cebu or Mobile, places like that. Snorkeling's not quite as good. But for the beach, like that white sand beach, unparalleled. I've never seen such fine sand, crystal sand. amazing. And when the algae's not there, like I went in February a few years ago, and there was no algae that time, and it was just beautiful. But then I went the next year, and the algae was there. There was a lot of algae. Same time, February. So that took a while to dissipate. Like maybe late March, it's disappearing. So algae. Hi Nicholas, how are we going? Thanks for joining. We're talking about Boracay. I'm in Ayala shopping mall at the moment in Cebu City. Just joined. That's what you can see behind me. Yeah, well, I like to, for the vlogs mainly, so like I can give proper advice on the place and not just a few days and just quick in and out. I like to get the feel of the place, the vibe, and ask people. Like when I stay there, why I can talk to locals, and they tell you places that that you're not touristy as much. Like you get to know the local knowledge. So I like to do that. You'll see in Bohol, like by meeting locals, they took me to places that I hadn't experienced before and I didn't even know about. So when you stay a long time, you've got the chance to do that and get to know the place better. The algae. Yeah, it depends. Like, the algae there is like, you have to, I guess, the right conditions, like the weather, the temperature, the water and all that. So it's not going to be the same every year. And I think like this last year, it's been a wetter, dry season. So maybe it's to do with the water, like the rain and washing into the water, putting more nutrition or something in the water and causing the algae to bloom. So it's subject to weather conditions. Oh yeah, Almar, that is a good place. I actually went to Almar earlier this year just to check it out again because they opened up the new restaurant that wasn't open when I was there first time. It's on the water there. They closed the restaurant that I ate at before and then moved it to out in the water, and the food's actually a bit better now than it was before. I think I said in the video it was fairly average, but now they got that other restaurant, so the food's actually got a little bit better. They didn't let me fly the drone. They said you have to organise that prior to coming, so I didn't get the chance to fly the drone, but the place looked visually the same anyway, so it was just the restaurant changed. I checked out, there's a couple new rooms that they built, so I videoed that, so that's another one in my hard drive. I might do an update on that one day. But Almar, really good resort. I went back to what's that place called? Destination Sands, Destination Golden Sands Destination Resort, I think. Another great place. Yeah, well, I did some drone footage on the original video, so it's the same. Like the beachfront is the same, so there's no real difference there. It's just that restaurant is now open, but it's a beautiful spot. Like that cove, those two coves there, are beautiful. And they had ostriches there in the front. They had some ostriches. I hope they're not gonna be raising them to eat. I feel bad because I fed them as well. But hopefully if I go back to Boracay next year, hopefully there's no algae because it looks amazing. And you actually, talking about the drone, you can't fly the drone in Boracay unless you get a special, I don't know, not license, but permission to do it. You have to go to the barangay captain or something and get special permission to fly, and I think there's a fee, so they're very strict on flying the drone. And you know what, and then you see some 15-year-old kid just getting his drone out and flying it, like taking no notice. And that's what I have also problems with, like some resorts don't allow you to fly the drone, but some people like they just get it out. I don't know. They don't check and they just get it out and fly it. So like I asked permission. They said, yeah, you know, the guard has to come with you and all that. So I'm doing all that, and the guard's saying, can't fly here, can't do this, can't do this. You got to fly it there. So I'm following all the rules, and then the next day this 15-year-old kid just flies it off from the swimming pool. Oh, man, like I don't know if he got in trouble later, but it's like. Okay, Mama. Thanks for chatting. Have a good sleep. Appreciate you coming in and watching my live that I did. My long live, 3 hours. I said I was going like 10 minutes ago. I'm still talking here. So. Yeah, well, I think, you know, maybe if the guards saw them, they'll come after them, find the drone. But I didn't wait around, I just saw them flying. It just annoyed me. Oh, jeez. And like, there was a really nice spot to take it off from the pool, get a nice view. But you know what, I found out, like, what I do now is, like, the resort won't let you fly it, but if you take the drone off, like, next door on the beach, they can't stop you, and then you can just fly, like, get better shots that way. So just do it smarter, I guess, and do it where they can't see you, because you can just fly it down the beach a bit. And sometimes they don't know where the drone's coming from. If you're far enough away, they don't know where the drone's flying from. So I think that's the way to do it. But I understand some people don't like it. Especially art market resorts, like they got I remember Escaya Resort in Bohol. They're really art market resorts, and they got their own pool villas, and they don't like you fly the drone over there because maybe something naughty's going on in their pool villa, like either naked or, you know, it's the mayor with a mistress or something. So they try and keep their privacy, so they don't allow drones flying over. So that's the thing that I watch out for. But most are okay. Mactan, not unless you get permission. Most of the Mactan resorts you need permission. And plus the airport's there as well, so I think you've got to be so many kilometres away from the airport to fly around. But mostly in the province, you don't have an issue. Along the beach, like you fly there's no issue. Anywhere else. You do see sometimes you see a few drones flying at the same time, so I hope, you know, they don't crash or something. Yeah, it is getting. I don't know if you can hear the background noise. It's much noisier now. Because I'm just using my cell phone to film this. So I don't know if you can hear the background noise now. So there you go. I'll swing it around again. For the other people watching, sorry if you already seen it, but you can see the crowds are starting. They're doing out the rubbish. There's people hanging out here, and then having the gelati ice creams here, and then Seattle's best. Everyone's inside. They're in the aircon room, and here it's like nobody. I'm the only one. Hey, can you say hello to? Just say hello. Hello. That's a shout out for some people. Hey, good afternoon, June Sniper. Thank you for coming into my live. I've been doing this for 3 hours now. I didn't expect it to go so long. But everyone keeps coming in, like I guess it's open for everybody. So whereabouts in the Philippines you're from? We've got Nick here from the States. Put my sunglasses on. So where in the Philippines are you from? Here it is Cebu. This is Ayala Cebu. Maybe we should interview someone walking by, see if they've got time. Who, I don't know what to ask them. We should ask them questions about Cebu. But inside, the Seattle's Best is now full. It's only out here. Yeah, I'm the only one outside of Seattle's Best. It's a gay city, so only one ride to Cebu. I don't know that place. Is that north or south? It's a gay city. I had to get someone old, but you know, sometimes if you talk to locals, they don't normally stay at the hotels, maybe. So that, all right, we'll see. We'll see if we can stop one. Maybe we'll see. We'll stop someone, get their opinions on the best hotels, the best coffee, the best seasick. What about something like a local dish? When I'm looking, there's never anyone walking by, and someone may not want to go on camera anyway, you know, because I've seen people who are walking with people they shouldn't be walking with, having a good time here, and they don't want to be seen by their partners, real partners, with someone that they shouldn't be with. Oh, no one yet. But it is lunchtime here, so I'm not so hungry yet because I drank so much coffee, but I might find somewhere to eat here later. Maybe I'll go to the social. I don't know. I talked about the social earlier if you're in there, but social's a nice place to eat if you like, especially if you like Western food. They also have local cuisine as well, but they have some Western food, and there's a lot of expats that go there. Oh, that's a pretty girl. She's gone. You see that? She was pretty. She's... They're too far away from me. I can't go running after them because I'll lose the connection. I can only go so far. Maybe I should be sitting over having gelati. There's more people on that side of the pathway. Yeah, I'll go soon. I'll let this go for a little bit. Has anyone else got questions on Cebu or the hotels or Bohol? Let's try and catch someone walking by. Go on the other side. Because the exit or entrance is on that side. I need to be over on the gelati side. Hi, Miss, can you just say hello? Oh. Oops. What did I do there? She didn't want to go on. Just got the bad look. So that's the thing, if you ask like that, some people just don't want to be online or don't want to be seen. So gay is where the is set. I have no idea what that means, sorry. Alright, true. The ladyboy's back. Stalking out some potential prey. I don't want to make eye contact with her. Keep my sunglasses on. She's walking over there. She's roaming around looking for victims, the poor foreigners. Oh, she's gone looking elsewhere. Alright, I am going to chuff off. Thank you for watching, I appreciate it. Yeah, check out my channel if you want to check out some other videos I've done. The sun is set. Oh, so you must be in the hills then. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been here for oh, Nick, thanks, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you following me, and you know, it's my pleasure to give advice and help people out when they want to come here. Obviously it's only my personal opinions, but hopefully they help a lot, and look, that helps as well. And I appreciate you following me and everything. So thanks Nick. You have a great night, and I'll try and do another live maybe in a week's time and see how we go. Thanks again, guys. Take care and be safe out there. And yeah, watch my channel if you want to learn all about Cebu and Philippines. And also check out the shorts if you want to check out little clips of places I've been to. I think you'll really like it. Thanks again, guys. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.